Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talk Tuesday about business. It's Nancy Stottle from the Business Mission. Very delighted to be here with you today on this Talk Tuesday. I'm here every Tuesday, 12 noon UK time, in the Business Mission's Facebook page, where we offer business tips and advice on business in general. I run the firm called The Business Mission, www.thebusinessmission.com, where learn more about our services. We offer everything from trademarking to business plans to different sort of strategies, legal documents, everything that you need to set up a business correctly. So I'm really delighted today to tell you of the topics that we are going to discuss. Okay, so I put together some questions, which is, what business should you start? Okay, I see a lot of people on social media asking people, look, I've got a bit of extra cash. I'm really excited. I want to set up my own business. So I'm going to address that question. What business should I start? What are some ways to start a business? How do you start that business? That's another question I see a lot in Facebook or other social media platforms, is how do you actually start a business? And what financial costs do you need to set up a business? Understanding the costs that are involved to starting a business is very, very important. And finally, why is a business plan important and who should write it? Okay, again, a lot of people not understand what a business plan is, or they get other people to write their business plan. And while it might save them time, it might not help them in the long run understand what sort of business they are building. Okay, so it's just after 12 o'clock. We are going to go to the first question, which is, what business should I start? Okay, what business should I start? Now, asking people which business should you start actually could increase your chance of failure. Why? Because you will be forced to mold yourself into a business idea of somebody else's suggestion. Remember, we all have very unique gifts. Okay, start a business where you can maximize your own talents. Operate on your own strengths will increase your odds of success. Getting a business off the ground is very challenging. If you need to develop the skills which the new venture demands, this will become a very unpleasant journey for you. Okay, if you're not sure how to do it and someone says to you, set up an ice cream shop, but you have nothing to do there, believe me, the journey will become very stressful for you. Okay, it's like this. If you are a shark, you should be seeking for fish and stay in your territory. Now, I'm not saying we shouldn't be sensitive to new ideas or challenging. However, hopefully it will narrow down the options for you. I always say start a business with a passion of yours, because you'll be spending a lot of time doing it. And if you don't have a passion for the business you want to start, you are going to dread the journey by far. So do something you love, and everything else will just follow in par. Okay, so where should you start? Well, start by engaging and embracing who you are. What are your strengths? Identify your weakness. What is your purpose in life? What is your passion? And do be aware of your financial limitations. Are there any local restrictions or technical abilities that are required for what you want to do? Maybe you'll consider a partner, and who might they be? Of course, you need to really understand what you're going into and be patient. Most importantly, be aware of your emotions. If you do have an entrepreneurial spirit, it will influence your feelings and make those rational decisions rather than impulsive ones. Okay? I personally don't think anyone should pick the business that you should go into. You should have the knowledge base, the maturity, the experience based purely on where you are in life. A business also needs leadership to work too. So, are you a leader? You need to be a leader to set up a business. Somebody who has the drive to be their own cheerleader. Okay, you are one step ahead from being your own boss and the jack of all trades. But do keep in mind one thing, you've got to solve a problem with this business idea. Okay, a business is something which should solve a challenge while bringing in revenue and profits and also your enjoyment. Whatever field it may be, make sure you solve a challenge which your intended end user will face. Okay, and remember also take care of the small details which can help your competitors if they creep up with products. Okay, a checklist of things that you need to start a business is number one, solve an existing problem. You also need hard work and dedication, consistency. Okay, companies worldwide have solved major common challenges. For example, cabs were very expensive, so Uber solved it with putting in these competitive rates. Airbnb made it easier for you to search for places to stay. Amazon made it easier for you to shop online from home. The other thing is many people are not doing business plans, right? When you start a business and you want to do something, you've got to do a business plan. You've got to map it out. Okay? I offer business plans at a very affordable rate. You can come speak to me about creating a solid business plan which will lead your business to success 100%. There are so many more challenges which people face into their day-to-day lives. You, as a consumer, figure out what challenges you face in your life and then get some research done about it, and you will be amazed at the things you can solve and the process of building a business then. Okay, so it really means that you need to look through of how you're going to start this business and what you are putting in place. Okay, and as I said with question number one, it's really, really important that you're doing something you love, not what the audience out there expects you to do. Okay, and finally, never ever quit your day job when you're starting a business. Okay, pile on another job on top of what you're doing for the first at least 1 to 4 years. You have to keep another job in order to support yourself and the business. Okay, you will work a lot of hours developing this business while you need to keep your personal finances. Maybe you've got a family and maybe you've got a child, you've got to support them, and the business isn't going to do that for you, because if you take money out of the business in order to fund your personal life, then the business will not grow further. Okay, it will be hard at the beginning, but this is only for a limited time. Okay, this is really way to go. You need money to live off. All right, so hopefully that will give you the direction that we discussed of what sort of business you need to start. Okay, so welcome to Talk Tuesday. It's Nancy Stottle from the Business Mission. Delighted to be here with you today. I run the firm called The Business Mission, www.thebusinessmission.com, which offers business support and mentoring, and we also help people set up businesses. We offer different courses, and they're all one-to-one. So I will teach you how to start a business, okay? So we're on to the next question, which are some ways to start a business, okay? No matter what kind of business you're looking to build, there are 6 things I have come up with that you might want to do before you start this business. Okay, many people who start businesses do none of these, and this is why these businesses never get the financial success they deserve. And once they realize starting a business based on an idea and they apply these steps, their results change. Okay, as I said in my first question, money. You have to have a job and save money to set up a business. Okay, to start a business, it costs money. If someone tells you that it doesn't cost money to start a business, boy, you're going to be in for a big surprise down the road, okay? There's legal documents, there's trademark, and then there's working with someone like me, a mentor, who will help you with a business plan, okay? You need money to live off, personal expenses while building a business. All right? Number 2, on starting a business, formulate your business concept. Write down your ideas into a business plan. Move your ideas from the conversation in your head onto paper. Whatever you are going to build it as a business, or a building or a house or whatever, you've got to put it in writing. It will allow you to better visualize what the initial thing will look like, and it will help you think about the parts and how they will all go together. I do a 12-week business course. It's very part-time. We meet up once a week, one-to-one session with a business plan template, and I really guide you through the opportunity of understanding how to put the blueprint together for the business idea you want to do. Now, in that process, there is also number 3, figure out the parts, the operations, the marketing, the branding, the social media, the finance, okay? How they all are going to work together, okay? All businesses are made up of very important parts which need to work together if your business wants to go anywhere. Okay, the structure of the business and how it's going to be laid down. The operations, for example, encompasses all the aspects of delivering the product and the service that you will build your business around. And then there's marketing. It deals with how and where and whom you're going to tell the business and what they will benefit from your business. There's also the brand, which is the personality of the business, okay? So it's all these sort of things. The financial aspect about the money, where money is coming in, where money is going out. And of course, the people that are going to deal with everybody in your business will have an impact. This includes yourself, or people that buy from you, or people that sell to you, or people that are on your team, okay? So it's very important to understand. Also, find yourself an experienced mentor, somebody that can teach you how this stuff works, okay? A lot of people believe that they can go and do this on their own, and boy, do they feel the trial and error methods, okay? And they expect the same results that people get. 90% of those businesses, I'm sorry to say, but they fail within 18 months, okay? The primary reason is they really do not have an idea what they're doing, how to build the structure. It's a bit like baking a cake without a recipe. Okay, so they have all these ingredients, like I got a door, I got a window, I got a website, I got social media, but they don't actually know how to put all these ingredients together to make it into this fantastic, successful cake. Most people who start businesses are very much subject matter experts. They're very, very good at what they love to do, and they do have a wealth of knowledge in their field, okay? They're extremely passionate about that. But listen, you can be the best chef in the world, but you will have no clue how to manage people or cash flows, okay? You can be the best plumber in the world, but you might not know how to close a sale. And 95% of businesses fail because they are started by people who only understand the core of the business and how the business runs, not how the business is structured to run. They don't know leadership, and if you have no experience managing people or managing cash flows, how to market, how to manage everything else that falls out of your work knowledge, unfortunately, you will crash. That's just, I'm saying it how it is. So if you need business guidance to get your business off the ground, please drop me a message at info@thebusinessmission.com. You can also go to our website, www.thebusinessmission.com, and there is a contact page. You can get in touch with us. Wonderful to be all here with you today. It's Nancy Steidel for Talk Tuesday About Business every Tuesday, 12 noon UK time. We start at 12. It's anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes, really, where we discuss business tips and advice, hopefully helping you with your business. I'm very, very passionate about business. I really, really enjoy helping people succeed in their business and take them on that journey where they're not alone setting up a business. You don't have to be alone. Okay. What financial costs do I need to set up a business? All right, a lot of people skip this part. They just go, oh, I want to start a business, and they don't really lay out their costs. And boy, do they get a big surprise because they don't lay out their costs. They can't see what is coming in and out, and they don't see the spending. Okay, some costs you've got to take into account before you set up a business is a business mentor or coach to help you with the correct structure and put things in place like a business plan. You need legal documents. You need trademarking. If you've got a patent sort of technology idea, well, you might need a patent, okay? So there's also the small expense for on-set advertising. Do a spreadsheet of all the costs you need before you go forward with a business idea. So many people, they just jump in that boat and row off and expect somebody to save them in the middle of the ocean with some money. I mean, we run an investment fund, and there are so many people who come to me in their third or fourth year saying we need some money, and I know immediately that they did not prepare the costs before they went out to sea. Listen, nobody is going to come save you. And if they do, it is Santa Claus, because there are very little people who are going to come save you. This is your business idea. Okay? Setting up a business is like deciding to have a child. So to raise a child, it costs money. There's diapers, there's shoes, there's nursery, there's a roof over your head. So saving this money all before the child appears is absolutely key and offers more success to good starting structure and foundation for a child coming into the world. The same with business. It's like you decide to build a house and you think, oh, you know what? I'll just start building the house and I'll hire an architect, and then everything stalls because you've run out of money and you can't get the house going. Okay? Remember, don't expect handouts. This is your business idea. You have to get it off the ground and show the effort you have done before any investor or anybody is going to give you a drop of interest. And if you didn't financially set it up correctly from the beginning, a bank or an investor will see this as a very irresponsible person who never wanted to work for investment in your business. Okay, if you are careless with money, how do you think an investor or a bank might feel? If they were to give your money to you and you were wasteful on your own. Okay, so it's really, really important to understand your finance when you start a business. All right, it's Nancy Studdle, Talk Tuesday About Business. We're on to our final question. If you've enjoyed this live, please do share it with others out there who may be starting business, and hopefully we can save them from any sort of collapse because they forgot to do some of the steps that I might have spoken about in this live. So I'm here every Tuesday, 12 noon UK time, in the Business Missions Facebook page to Talk Tuesday About Business. So we're on to our final question, which is, why is a business plan important, and who should write it? Okay, a business plan is a description of your business model, and it's very important due to the following reasons. First and foremost, it gives your business the correct direction. It helps you identify potential customers and competitors. It gives you a roadmap to achieve desired short-term and long-term goals, and it also helps you create the understanding all the things like marketing, social media, brand, that sort of thing, okay? It helps your business in analyzing revenue, expenses, and projected profits, and a really well-written business plan attracts investors and new hires, okay? If you have an idea, you want to start a business, you need to write your own business plan, okay? Since nobody knows your business as well as you, okay? You can then get your business plan reviewed by a consultant or you can get a business mentor who will help you. Now, I guide people individually for for a course fee that will help them write their own business plan. I really get aggravated when I see other people out there get other people write their business plan, because it's their business. It's their business, and they really need to understand it. So if you want to learn more about our business plan course, please drop me a message at info@thebusinessmission.com, or go to our website, www.thebusinessmission.com. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this live and you have picked up some tips that might help your business. If you know anybody else going in business and you think that this might help them, please do feel to share this live with them as well. I will be here next Tuesday, 12 noon UK time, in the Business Mission's Facebook page to do Talk Tuesday about business, 12 noon UK time. Have a great and productive week ahead in your business.